Welcome back, my friends and fellow gamers. I'm Wrath, and we're back in Roguetech. So we're just gonna go on through here and get the mechs and crew back in fighting shape, and just in time for an expense report. And we're just gonna keep holding out at what we're on here. So now we have got that. We're ready to do a new mission. So let's take a look. Now we do need to make up some cash for beating on, or make up some rating by beating on them. This one, recovery. This might work out for us here, because it's against planetary government. We can take. Let's take full salvage on this because we just paid our bells. And let's jump into this here. So again, we are going to run with the same loadout as before. And yes, we know. Now the reason it's yelling at me is because this is 2-skull difficulty and we are running a 1-skull by its definition lance, because the game is expecting us to be able to at some point drop 2 lances. So we're at what it considers to be half the necessary strength. However, with the bonus units that we generally get on these missions, we're not as feeble as it seems. Plus, if we can control the engagements and not fight the full enemy force at once, we do have enough requisite firepower to bring down most of the mechs that we will face, because we'll be facing primarily medium mechs, and maybe, if we're lucky, a heavy. So, and that's really what we want, is we want to start pushing towards heavy mechs. And the only way that I'm going to do that is either to save up the 2.5 mil to get the extra ship and be able to drop more units, or being able to fight through what we have, because you know, I mean, we're kind of stuck, and I need to push past that.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. So we've got a little bit of support here. Okay. Yep, so we got some support units with us.
Got something you want done?
I want you to move up here. You're our scout, because your freaking Wolfhound is a stealth unit, so you can get much closer to them without being detected. And let's bring the rest of the squad right up the middle.
Orders.
Right up the middle in the river here.
Hitting the jump jet.
Okay.
I've got your back. Good
So we'll keep moving these up. Gosh, I want that. Vulture Mark III? Oof. Gosh, I wish that would get blown up.
Standing by.
That's a clanner mech.
On it.
So the Centurion and our
Good to go.
Apollo are basically our workhorses here. They've been we've had them the longest, and they just continue to dish out an ungodly amount of abuse to enemies. Let's get some high ground here. Let's get this thing up to the high ground. just so we can maybe get up here and get line of sight on whatever might be out there.
Ready for orders.
And we'll use... The only problem with the Centurion is it's slow. I really should consider maybe upgrading the engine. They've got an Apollo of their own. So we're going to go ahead and keep these guys in close formation for now until we have some kind of contact.
Ready to get it on.
The fact that I still can't get over how much we really got lucky with
Commander.
getting a ton of ECM early on in this playthrough. Okay, we have a target lock. We have a Shadowhawk 55 tonner on the scope. Nothing else spotted just yet. And we're going to leave it that way. We're not going to let them know that we're here yet. So we're going to let those guys all engage.
Receiving you.
All right, let's keep you moving up.
Let's move.
Not good enough that I want to chance a shot yet. But if we can get if we can, oh, here we go. Here comes the second one. What do we got? Oh, they're going after the fire starter. Oh, I don't know what that was he fired. What have we got? We've got a Clint. So a couple of mediums so far. This might get a little more interesting. You got nothing, Chief.
Bandits.
Okay. Ah, PPC. Okay, so that Wolfhound is a little bit exposed.
How can I help?
But let's go ahead and make these guys regret their life choices.
Affirmative.
Okay, for some reason I think that Clint's got an LBX. But let's swap over. Alright, you'll do.
Target confirmed.
Yeah, that didn't go nearly as well as I'd wanted it to. Oh, another medium weight vehicle. Okay, so the Wolfhound is still in mid-range here.
Waiting for orders.
So we've got... Let's do this. What's our... .22, but we can hit him with just about everything. Alright, I'm willing to take those odds a little bit better. Not much. But then let's pull him back over the hill here. Keep him out of line of sight for a little while. Okay, getting hammered by the...
Ready for orders.
Let's not do that. Let's try to limit the engagement here. Well, the Clint's the more favorable target. He's out in the open with no
Copy that.
cover.
No joy.
Okay. Let's try to limit our exposure here. I think next round we're going to draw back and get some cover. Okay, here comes that Shadowhawk. Took a little bit of a rubbing there.
Ready for orders.
Let's start doing cover here. Alright, now let's give that a shot.
Locking on target.
Oh, that did some internal. We punched through his armor.
Scored a critical hit.
Nice. Come on, guys. Alright, let's see what's next on the menu here. Okay.
Talk to me.
So I need to bring him up in order to keep those two in a good ECM
Roger
field.
that.
And now I can lay into you.
You brought this on yourself.
Alright, let's see what comes next. Because the Apollo can take some abuse. Most of my mechs are pretty much armored up to high heavens here. So, while they don't punch as hard as they might otherwise be able to, they do
Standing by.
tend to have a good measure of defense. Alright, let's
Location
pull you
confirmed.
back into some cover. Take another
Locked on.
20% shot at you. I started a fire.
Reporting negative damage. Receiving you.
Okay, bring him back up here. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be the play right there.
Giving them everything I've got.
Okay, Vulture, let him have it. Alright, we're gonna have to put D on serious flanking job. But it looks like they've got an ECM web of their own here, so I need to start cutting that back. And this guy's really, the ferret's the one that needs to go.
Standing by. Aye, aye.
Okay. That's a good deal. Let's hammer you a little bit.
In all weapon systems.
That Clint seems like he's on the verge of
I've got your back.
not liking to play anymore. Let's move him up here. I want to try and get some basic cover. Oh, this is not going to go well for you, Shadowhawk.
Copy that. Punch right through his armor.
Ooh, his leg is seriously borked. Oh, we're getting some jamming on us.
Yes,
Okay.
Commander. Ready for orders. Yes, Commander.
Let's see here. Okay, how do I activate the Guardian ECM? Okay. Because I know this thing's got Guardian ECM, so I should be able to switch
Mission
this
confirmed.
to ECCM mode and lay a beat down on this guy.
Taking the shot.
But why can't I?
I didn't hit.
I like that guy even more.
Receiving you. Standing by.
Okay. It's active probe, everybody.
Lock.
Alright. That sensor lock should help reduce their defenses.
It's good to go.
Okay.
Coordinates received. Roger.
Not getting much of anything. There has got to be a way to turn my ECCM on. I have to go back and look at my builds and figure out how to turn my damn ECCM on so that I can counter this jammer. Come on. All right, let's fall back a little bit here.
Copy that.
And fire.
Roger.
Ooh. Oh, he's got rockets. That's a bad day. Need to focus fire on that ferret.
Receiving you. Copy that.
And that means taking a little bit of a risk here. But you're still gonna die.
Sweet.
Burn.
Got something you want done?
Yeah, if you want it done, get to point blank range and do it yourself.
No problem. On my way. Firing all weapons. Follow my lead. Inflicted some heavy damage. I've got your back. I'm moving.
Okay. Eat it.
Here we go. That was a critical hit, lad.
Finally. Okay.
Damage. Critical.
Oh, you hit one of mine? You stupid. That thing's expensive to repair. Oh, not too bad. Some minor armor damage, really.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so let's... Let's get up here and say hello. Boy, that guy's on a mad run. But you, I can tackle.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Oh, that's the new Clint model? That actually looks kind of cool.
What's up, boss?
Alright.
Ready for orders.
Let the heat cool down here. He's taking some hits, man. That vulture is carrying some serious hardware. That's a lot of missiles.
Receiving you. On it.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I have to take your other arm.
Roger.
Or your leg. One of the two.
Take that.
How can I help?
You can help by... not much.
Moving at a sprint.
Yeah, my guys are coming through this pretty rock solid.
Commander?
Okay. Let's bring this guy up. You deserve a kill at this point.
Confirmed.
Pilot incapacitated. Alright.
Ready to get it on. Roger that.
Okay. They're not really doing all that much to him.
Talk to me.
Let's swap over to Swarm here.
Copy that.
Then we'll see about what to do from there.
Ready for orders.
Alright, that should be enough to end you.
All weapons. Go.
There we go.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
That's a heck of a hit.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, let's start bringing everybody back up to our assembly point here. Send D back out to scout. See what he can find. But I kind of want to reassemble my numbers here.
Aye, aye.
Receiving you. No shooting, just running. Got it.
Okay.
Receiving you. Coordinates received. How can I help? Sprinting.
Sprint only adds like one extra space in most cases for this guy.
Standing by.
reduce the heat.
Orders.
Let's bring these two up.
I'm already there.
Alright. This should give us plenty of... Okay, it doesn't look like any sign of additional threats yet. I really like that Vulture Prime.
Standing by. Throttle down.
Now the Centurion is my most heavily armored mech, so I kind of want to have him carry the whatever the VIP is, since I can keep him retreating. He's got decently long range, but maybe I should have the Firestarter take him instead, because it's got more enhanced mobility and it's got the large lasers, so it can still engage from relatively far away.
I've got your back.
Actually, let's have the
Roger.
let's have my guy take the VIP, purely for the fact that because he's got the LRMs, he can help engagements even from a considerable distance.
Waiting for orders. Let's move. Standing by. Aye, aye.
Okay. So we're just about set here. If I can get through these turns quickly enough, I might be able to
Receiving you.
save all of this.
Confirmed.
Talk to me.
All right.
Accelerating to maximum speed.
Okay.
The asset has been secured and is ready for retrieval.
Oh, that was it. That was all the enemies that were there. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna get some Shadowhawk and some Clint parts then, because that really wasn't. We made 71. That was abysmal. But we got back the Comstar rep plus a little bit extra. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we take all 4 of the Shadowhawk, then we have a chance of getting the 5th part just in general. So I want to take that gamble, because a Shadowhawk generally can be useful. And then we can just see what else comes along for the ride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got all 5. Now I got a Beagle probe, SRM 2, machine guns 2, medium laser, which is nice. We can add that to what we have. 170 core, another Guardian ECM. Okay, so how do I switch to ECCM? Control click on move button. mech HUD to switch modes. Thought I did do that. Okay. So I think I've got 3 mechs with Guardian ECM, if I remember correctly. So we can afford to nullify enemy ECM while still holding on to ours. And again, minor repairs. Alright, I think that's... Wow, that one went a lot faster than normal, which is excellent. So we will have that. I need to take a... everybody's tired, so we need to wait, but they do have 5,000 experience, 4,000, 6,000, 10,000. Okay, we do have some upgrading on folks to do, so that is definitely on the plan of things to get done. Let's see, so Apollo, you I know have Guardian ECM. Yeah, Guardian ECM. So we need... Does this have Guardian ECM? No, you've got advanced targeting. Do you have Guardian ECM? No, you have advanced sensor jammers. And then I know this one has Guardian. So we have 2 Guardian ECMs that we can make use of. Either way, I think that it's time to look at upgrading the Apollo and the Centurion with better engines. So that's got a 200. What do I have on hand? So a 215. That weighs 10.5. This weighs 8.5. So I would need to free up 2 tons. That's not any fun. Where could I mean, like, I could free up a couple of tons in armor for sure. I don't think that I would like it, just based on the fact that, you know, this is my brawler and it needs to stay a bit above board. But I could probably sacrifice about a ton of armor and then maybe drop one of the medium lasers in order to tack on the 215. What about with the Apollo? It's got a 220. So in order to upgrade, I would need to go up to this 280. So it's 19 tons versus 11 tons. Ouch. That does make things a little bit less awesome. I also need to look at missile systems here. LRM-10 Delta. MML 7s. I have 2 of those. LRM-15 Longfire, LRM-15 normal. MRM-10s. Because I kind of want to, I kind of want to take these heavy MRMs off and consolidate down to missile launchers that can use multiple, like the MMLs, but maybe something bigger if I can get my hands on it. In the meantime, let's take a look here at what we have in storage here. So we've got the Shadowhawk here that we can put together. That's just a straight drop in the bucket here. Okay, so let's go take a look here. So this Shadowhawk, it's another 55 tonner. What have you got room for? Okay, so you got laser, missile, and ballistic. A primitive engine, that's not okay. So we could replace that with a standard fusion. Okay, don't need the rocket. We can repair the AC-5. Do we have AC-5 ammo? Yes, we do. Okay, so we can easily replace that. The Rocket 15s we don't really care for, so that's not really a big loss. Got the medium laser on the right arm. Okay, so how much would you repair-wise cost us? 149. And then if we toss the standard fusion, that gives us a little bit more room and a lot more weight to work with. Like, let's go back and look at this again here. So refit. So first repair everything. That drops it only having 3 tons available. Throw a standard fusion on. That brings us down to having about just under 7 tons, or just under 6 tons, just over 6 tons available. Let's see here. What do we have? We could throw a vibro shiv on one of the arms. What does the Omnipod do? Okay. Okay, so you can get a slick suite or a comm suite. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's look at replacing the... Oh, the armor is primitive. That is not going to go. This is an armor. So if we toss ferrofibrous on there, weight comes down even more. But what I'm thinking, actually, let's go back and look at the so if we strip this down, take all of our advanced items out of here and replace the Centurion with the Shadowhawk. So we're talking moving the majority of the equipment from that vehicle over to here. I think we could do that because we put the ballistic up here in the shoulder, so we swap out the AC-5 for the AC-10. The things that are going to hurt us though is that primitive armor and the primitive engine. But I think that we can swap out for a slightly lower engine core, because I think we've got like a 120, a 115, which is what we were going to move the Centurion to anyway. So we could swap that out and give the Centurion, so this is 14.4 tons, and this is 21. So we could see top speed of cruise of 140, cruise of 115. So I mean, we'd be losing a significant bit there, but if we put the AC-10 here, the LRMs, the MRM here, or possibly an LRM, and then we can pop medium lasers on each side. We just need to pick up some ferrofibrous and some so we pop the engines, and then we replace the primitive elements here with the ones from the Centurion. Okay, so let's do that. For now, we're just going to repair this unit and make it ready for a later adjustment. So we'll be working on this one over time, but the objective is going to be to have the Shadowhawk replace the Centurion. So that way our Centurion will be retired at some point here, rather than the, even though this has been a venerable mech for us, replacing it with the Shadowhawk, which is, slightly bigger, slightly heavier, should give us a decent upgrade to our overall firepower on the field. Anyway, that's going to be the end for this episode. I hope that you have enjoyed. Until next time, I'm Wrath, and I will catch you on the flip side.